and welcome to episode 16. We're almost to the end of this run of videos that I'm doing in this series. This is the second to last preview episode here on Up for Discussion. And today we're highlighting the horse on the biggest run I've ever seen in terms of just being on a roll. And that's downright amazing, and Casey Deary. You've heard me say it before. I will say it again. He's very well, possibly the best horse in the country right now. And it's his athleticism is mine. You're about to see it as I'm going to show you his run that won the NRBC back in April. I think it's a perfect example of how cool this horse is capable of being. I could have picked any number of runs for this thing. I could have picked the American. I could have picked the Derby. I could have picked last year's shootout. But I think the NRBC run is the best run. And this is why we're going to talk about it. And it's fun to get to watch a great horse do great things with a great rider. So join me in it, and we will jump in and talk about how great this one is. Here we are at the NRBC this year in 2023. This is Casey Deary and Downright Amazing, and this run was amazing. But I want you to see, watch this horse just settle in and how easy he makes stopping a mile look. Like, there is nothing that looks difficult about that, which is extremely difficult right there. And yeah, he could back up a little bit better, but if we're nitpicking, that's one thing that I'm not going to hold against him, because he did run in there and drag his backside as big, strong, and smooth as he possibly could. Now, in this right-hand turn, watch this horse's top line and cadence. He will be so smooth and so clean and so just pretty that whole way around. Now, his left-hand turn, I actually tend to like this horse turning to the left better, and I can't even tell you what it is, but on this turn, when he almost tangles his feet and saves himself, you barely even notice it because it's so good. It's just one of those things that you love to see about this horse. And here's where, and I would say this horse shines, but this is where Casey's program shines, is how well they circle and the style they circle. So many people are a fan of it because it's so natural. But this horse's best maneuver is easily his circles, because he is everything that Casey wants in one, in that he is easy, he is soft, he does everything hard. And unlike Casey's previous top flight horse for the Run for the Million, Maverick, he doesn't look like he's not covering ground. Maverick was so big strided, he looked like he was covering not enough ground, whereas Amazing looks like he's challenging himself without ever stressing himself, if that makes sense. Like, there is a challenge there, but he doesn't ever get stressed about it. This is the most nonplussed horse, and I mean by that, like his blood pressure, because he doesn't get bothered by that. But judges, fans, everybody loves the way this horse circles. Yeah, he's down in the neck and everything, but it's not that. It's just the fact that he goes wherever Casey wants him, and he is so broke between those reins, that's all you can ask for one. This thing can run as hard as he can, and his heart rate never goes up, just like I said on the other side. This is as pretty of a big, fast circle as you'll see. It's right up there with Trash Talking Spook. It's right up there with All Bets Are Off. It's right up there with Cilantro. You've got so many of these horses that have to look like they're working hard to get across that ability, their athleticism. This horse is athletic without trying almost. And yes, he is trying, but it's just so easy and athletic. And that thing is functioned to perfection right there in that stop and left rollback. Casey's good on waiting on him to get stood up to stop, but everything is even. His front feet move at the same pace that his back feet go to the ground. He never gets ahead of himself where he has to be quicker because he's speeding up, but he never also chunks where he has to slow himself down. He is the perfect pace for himself. When he goes to the ground, his back feet move at the perfect pace that his front feet seem as even as they can be. That is the definition of smoothness in this deal. There's two other horses in this whole field that I think stop like that regularly. One of them being All Bets Are Off, and the other one is probably going to be the horse we're going to talk about tomorrow. And another big finish. Like, this horse is just so eye-appealing. Everything about him is so cool. And that right there is why that horse is among the favorites anytime he steps in the horse show pen. That much dynamism, that much athleticism, that much willingness, that much good-mindedness. Like, you can't replace that. You can't replicate that. That is why Downright Amazing is such a special horse. Casey has managed him so well throughout his show career, and this last year has proven it. Anytime he's in the finals, anytime with the chips down and the money on the table, there hasn't been somebody to beat him. So in 2 more days, you'll get to see what my predictions are and where I place this horse. Hint, hint, I'm probably picking it towards the top. But he's a special horse. It's a special time in his career, and it's a special event coming up. So we will take a look at that in a couple days, and I hope you'll like, share, subscribe, comment on both the Facebook and the YouTube channel. We got 1 more day in this journey together, and then we'll do the predictions episode shortly after that. So here we are. We're down to the home stretch. 1 more day to go to preview all the horses. And with that, I will see you tomorrow for episode 17.